everybody out in Facebook land. It is me, Barb, in Sheridan, Wyoming, coming to you for a Thursday evening fabulous free stamping class. Yes, so that means it must be 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern. So let me just check out my iPad and make sure that I am live. I mean, I think I am. I see myself, so I must be. So, yay! How is everybody doing tonight? I hope you guys are all doing well. If you're freezing to death or if you're buried in snow, I hope you're safe and warm. Well, I guess if you're freezing to death, you wouldn't be warm, but I hope you're not freezing to death, and I hope you are warm. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So, why does this keep doing this? Of course, my iPad had to do an update last night, and so now it's different. You know how that is when you do, when things do updates, and of course they just do it. You don't even ask them to do it. It just says, hey, I'm going to do an update. And then it just does it without you even asking. And I hate that because every time one of my devices does an update, there's problems. So I'm sure part of the problem is me, yours truly, because I'm not the most super techie person on the planet. I mean, I can do some stuff, but I'm not the most techie person. And my husband is the least techie person. He literally can't do anything on the computer. And the job that he has, he works in law enforcement. And of course they're, you know, they have all this computer equipment and blah, blah. And he struggles a lot with it. And so he can retire in 19 months. And so we have, you know, on the calendar, we have every month it has another, you know, 19, and it'll be 18, it'll be 17. So he's pretty excited to get out of that because it's very frustrating for him because he just doesn't get it. And he hates the fact that he doesn't get it. And he always has to ask, like, he's a sergeant, so, you know, he's kind of in charge. So he always has to ask the other guys, hey, can you help me do whatever it is that they're doing? And he hates that. He hates it so much. So he's looking forward to retirement. Of course, he's not going to be able to retire because we're going to need health insurance, obviously, because in 20 months, I'll only be, how old am I now? 54? I'll only be like 56. So I'll still need health insurance because I won't be Medicare aged yet. And he's 5 years younger than me, so he'll need health insurance for a little while as well. So he's still gonna have to get a job, but hopefully it won't be nearly as stressful as his job that he has now. And hopefully he can do something like, you know, mow lawns. That would be his dream job, honestly, is to just take care of yards. He would be in heaven if he could just do that for a living. So we'll have to see what happens. Maybe he can. Google, our son is text. Lisa, I totally know what you're saying. It's like he'll say something about an email and he means a text, or he'll say, you know, look on the internet when he means he's got a text message. He doesn't get the lingo at all. And so it's hard for me to help him sometimes. I always have to think in my mind, okay, what is he really talking about? You know, when he says text, does he mean email or does he actually mean text? Thank goodness he doesn't have Facebook, so I don't have to have Facebook Messenger into the mix either, but yeah, it's kind of silly. So anyways, I see a bunch of you guys hopping on. I see some of my team members. I see Laura and Barbara. So hi, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you will enjoy the goodies that we have for you tonight. I have some cute things. I think they're cute. Hopefully you think they're cute. And with the same, oh gosh, I see Teresa on here. Hello, Teresa, and Terry. Hello. I think Terry's under like a serious amount of snow in New York. And I'm sorry to hear that, Terry. Lots of snow can be a real bummer. So let me think. Is there any fun little stories I have? I have kind of a secret. If my son found out I was telling you this, he would kill me. I think he might have a girlfriend. Yeah, a friend that's a girl. He's never had one of those before, as far as I know. Because he actually went out and got some Valentine's things. Of course, on Valentine's Day, like most men, you know, in between he had his shift at work. He had to work 9 to 6, so he went on his lunch hour. But he won't tell me anything about her because I'm annoying. Yeah. So I don't get to know anything about the girl. I met her accidentally. I think I told you guys last week, or maybe I didn't. I don't remember. She had gotten stuck. She had gone off the road into a ditch out of one of our county roads on the way to her friend's house. And he ended up coming home and getting my husband's truck. And he to get her out. Anyway, so I met her. He wasn't super happy about it, but you know, he had to bring her to the house because she couldn't sit outside, because at the time it was like, you know, 20 below zero. So he couldn't like leave her outside while he came in to get stuff and change his clothes and everything. So anyways, yeah, but I'm annoying and I ask too many questions. So I don't get to know anything. So that stinks. And you know what? I am not annoying. Okay? And I don't ask too many questions. I'm your mother and I want to know some stuff. So there. Okay, anywho, that's the funny story about my son, which isn't really a super funny story, but yeah. And I'm sure that neither him or any of his friends or his friend that's a girl is watching me. So there you go. And since I'm thinking about watching me, if you guys would share my video, that would make me super happy, because I would love to have a ton of people watching me again. I don't normally have that many people watching me, and I would love to have a lot more. So yay. Okay. Last week we made some super cute projects. I actually made one of the projects that's in my sweet ice cream class to go this month. I made this super cute box, and then it has a little drawer that comes out of it, and we sell these in the catalog. We found out her son had a girlfriend. He would drop her. Oh gosh. Well, you know what? He's only 17, and Pam, I don't know as though I'd really care if he dropped her. Oh, did I say that out loud? Is that a terrible thing to say about your son's girlfriend? Friend that's a girl. I don't know if she's his girlfriend. I don't know. Anyways. No, I don't wish that. But he's not home very much. I mean, he works a lot and he goes to school, and then the rest of the time he's not really home so much. So I kind of miss him. Anyway. So yeah, so this is one of the projects that's in my class to go. This, along with 4 greeting cards. 2 of them are fancy folds. And yeah, so I'm super excited about the class. It's $45. You get all the pre-cut cardstock pieces, the envelopes. You get a roll of the Daffodil Delight Ruched ribbon, a half roll of the Blackberry Bliss ribbon, half a pack of the Ice Cream Corner DSP, Artistry Bloom sequins, the box, and a window sheet, because one of our Denise's, her kids say she's a nag. I know what you're saying. It's like, I'm not a nag. I'm your mother and I want to know some things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, whatever. So anyways, yeah. Then I also made this super cute card with the Oso Ombre paper. Love it. I made that one for you guys live, and then I also had already made this one. And then the other one that I made with the Rococo Rose paper, I already mailed out, so I can't show you that. Then I have my chicken card that I made last week. This is not one of the cards that's in my All the Chicks class to go. That is, there are different cards. There are 9 of them in the kit. And you also get the Bumblebee gingham ribbon and some adhesive sheets. And, oh, and a blending brush. That is in your kit. So, yeah. So the links to all that stuff, all my classes, are in the description of the video below here. And also our spring virtual retreat. Kelly, Dina, and I are teaming up together to do a virtual spring retreat. And so if you'd like to register for that, you can do that via the link in the description box also. The cost is $129. It's a full day of videos and fun. And you get a swag box in the mail. After the event is over, we're mailing them on the event is on March 27th. We're mailing our swag boxes on the 29th. And the swag boxes will have all the pre-cut cardstock pieces for 12 make and take projects, plus $100 in product, give or take a couple bucks, about $100 in product. Now, if you register for that now, before the 26th of February, you're going to get sale-a-bration rewards with your kit. So you could choose the Berry Blessings celebration item, because we are also providing a free class with that bundle, the cardstock pieces and the PDF, if you sign up before February 26th. So you can sign up with any of us. Of course, I would love for you to sign up with me, and the link is in my description of this video. And yeah, so we're super excited about it. It's March 29th. And if you're a member of our teams, if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator on our teams in our levels 1 through 3, you get a $10 discount on that. So you're only paying $119. If you're a global viewer of mine and you want to attend the party, you certainly can. We can't mail you any products, but you can sign up for the online only version, which would also give you the PDF with all the instructions and everything. Will any of you be live? Amy, I think most of it's going to be recorded, but I think we may or may not pop on there live. We haven't actually finalized the entire schedule, so I'm not sure. Either way, if we're live or not live, everything is going to be on the Facebook group forever, so you have access to it forever. So you don't have to be available that day. If you're busy or something like that, or you can't watch, you can't be on your computer the entire day, you can come back and watch everything later. We're going to have card challenges, mystery stamping, and there'll be prizes for all that stuff. So, you can come back and we'll probably give you like a day or two. I think it'll be through Sunday actually, because Monday we're mailing out the boxes, so the prizes will go in the boxes. So you'll have Saturday and Sunday to, participate in the card challenges and the mystery stamping. I think we're going to do bingo. So yeah, we're going to do a lot of stuff. It's going to be super fun. And you guys know the three of us, we're fun. So yeah, we're super excited about it. And I hope you guys join us because it's going to be a lot of fun. And then after the event is over, then we will email you the PDF with the 4 classes. Actually, it'll be 5 if you sign up early, with the instructions and the links to the videos for all the projects. We are going to be using the Hydrangea Haven bundle, the Sweet Ice Cream bundle, the Dragonfly Garden bundle, and the Lots of Hearts. Love you lots of hearts. There won't be Valentine's projects with the Lots of Hearts bundle because it's an amazing bundle that's not just for Valentine's Day. So, yeah, we will do that. So it's going to be great. If you guys want to add the bundles to your kit, you can via the link in the description down there. So yeah, super exciting. Okay. I never know. Sometimes I think of these funny stories after we're stamping and I may or may not come up with something. You never know. So I'm going to go ahead and flip my camera down and we will do some stuff. So let me flip this. Hopefully it doesn't make anybody ill. There we go. I need to pull out this stuff I use to make my camera a little higher on the one side. It's kind of silly. I don't understand it myself, but whatever. I don't know why when I flip this to be in selfie mode, it doesn't like it. Okay, let me make that a little bit more straight. Do you have to be live to win prizes? No, Nikki, you do not have to be on to win the prizes. The prizes are going to be like random. A lot of them will be random, just, through the people that have signed up. So we will have everybody's names on tickets, and we will give away prizes just because you purchased to be an attendee. We will also give away prizes for the card challenge, give away prizes for the mystery stamping. We're going to have a swap if you want to participate in that. And so, yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun. You guys know us, we're fun, we're going to give you the best bang for your buck. Like I said, your box is going to have $100 worth of product. It's a priority mail box. It's probably about $13-14 to ship it. So you've got the $100, the $15 in shipping, and you're paying $129. So it's a great deal. Also, right now during celebration, if you join my team to be a demonstrator, you can get in on the retreat for $10 off. So if you're a member of one of our teams, then you get a $10 discount. So, and if you happen to be a Silver Elite demonstrator on one of our teams, you get the retreat for free. $129 retreat for free. So it pays to be with us. All right, I need to move that out of the way. So, and plus joining right now, you get $125 worth of product. You only pay $99 for it. And you get $57.50 worth of designer series paper that's going to be in the next catalog. So yeah, right now is the best time to join. Of course, there's a link in the description of my video. If you want to join under me, I would love to have you. All right. Retreat, we talked about it already. It's an all-day thing, March 27th. We have 12 make and take projects, plus bonus projects if you sign up early. The projects will have videos and written tutorials. Your goodie box has about $100 in product. Members of our team get a $10 discount. If you're a member of Stamp Happy Academy and you sign up with us, you will get a free gift in your goodie box. So there's a bonus there too. Registration for the whole thing is $129. If you're, of course, across the pond or something, you can't, because we can't sell or ship products across borders. So yeah, so if you're out of the country, then the virtual would be for you, and that's $60. Okay. Yeah, because there's nothing shipped to them. So as I mentioned, if you're part of Stamp Happy Academy, you're going to get a free gift in your box. If you're not a member of Stamp Happy Academy, but you want to be, because you should be, because it's amazing, you can go to stamphappyacademy.ning.com. You can sign up with either the basic membership, premium, or live only. The basic gives you our 4 online classes every month. online versions of those. If you join with the premium, you get the 4 online classes plus 3 live classes each month. So those of you guys that are premium members, Kelly was live today. She did her live, so you can go back into Stamp Happy Academy, click on Stamp Happy Live, click on February, and then you'll get the link to Kelly's live. You can watch her again or watch her for the first time if you haven't yet. And I'm going to be live next Tuesday night in Stamp Happy Academy. So yeah, or you can just do the live only, $20 a month, and you get the 3 live classes per month. So there you go with that. I talked a little bit about my sweet ice cream class to go. Here is the box that I made last week. And then here is another one of the projects in the class. This is one of those step panel cards that stands up after the person gets it in the mail. So it's kind of fun. Folds flat for mailing. Amazing. And then we did a little shaker card. We'll give you a sneak peek at that. We did another fun fold card. That's in the class. And then this card here. So all that stuff, the links are in the description of my video for that. As is some of my other online classes. All the Chicks is down there. And then my Dragonfly Garden. I think I have 3 of these left. So if you're interested in that, here's a little sneak peek of 3 of the cards. There's 1 more in the class. It's $45 and the link is below. I think, like I said, I have 3 kits left. The Flowering Cactus class, I think I have 5 of those left. So there you go. All right. Let us get our goods out. What do I want to do first? I think we will do this because this is kind of cool. So I wanted to use not necessarily this entire stamp set, but the folder that kind of coordinates with the stamp set is amazing. It's called the Seashells, I think. I think that's what it's called. I can't remember all these names. No, I don't think that's right because this is the Seashells dies. Anyways, this is the shell folder. I can't remember what it's called. One of you guys is going to know, and you can leave it in the comment for me to help me out. I would appreciate that very much. And what we're going to do is, I got a wild hair this afternoon. And I had seen a card by somebody else. I don't remember who it was, but I made it for my Big Shot at Home girls. This is one of the cards that actually it's called Be a Boss at Home now. This is one of the cards that they're going to get in their kits this month. Isn't that awesome? And I had a wild hair with that foil to do something else with it. So I'm using whoa, that's glare. This is the Love You Always foil sheets. Seashells 3D embossing folder. Thank you, Vicki. I knew somebody would be able to help me out. And so I have a bunch of scraps. As you can see, I have a lot of scraps from, I've been doing projects, and when you cut paper, you end up with scraps. So I have scraps. And so I thought, what would that look like if I did kind of a diagonal stripe kind of thing? Oh, Teresa's saying, oh, yay, because she's in my big Be a Boss at Home class, and so she'll be very excited. I'll bring it in again because it's beautiful. She'll be very excited to get that. Okay, so what I've done is I've got like a scrap piece of paper here. This measures 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And then here are some strips. I had some pieces, and I just cut them. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of lay these out across my paper. I want to cover the whole thing. And so this is kind of what I was in my brain. This is kind of what I had in mind. So I would do that. I need the pink. And then what's after that? This. So I'm actually going to put some adhesive down, but I want to make sure that they're all going to fit the way they did earlier for me. So I don't have any, no problems. That one. And then we may have to angle it a little bit. Well, we may have to get some different strips out, but I think it's going to work. So what I want to do is I'm going to cover my sheet with some, this is Seal Plus. We're going to change our plan. We're going to use regular Seal. I don't know what it is. Me and Seal Plus don't get along. Me and Seal get along fine. Okay, so I am just going to kind of run some strips of Seal along this paper, because I want the pieces to like have connection points, all the time. I'm going to tear that off. Oh, now it's stuck on my finger. Of course it's stuck on my finger. Okay. So, anywho, I started with this piece, I think. And so I am going to do that. Okay. Oh, that's not going to work. We got to do it so it's on the diagonal. Okay. And then that one, and then this beautiful, this is Rococo Rose. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. And then we need the light. Here we go. Light pink. So I hope this works out. So, but you could do this with anything. I mean, it doesn't have to be foil sheets. You could do it with just regular pieces of cardstock. You know, if you have, we all have scraps of cardstock laying around. And so you could just even use like just regular cardstock to do this. But I thought the foil in this folder, it's just really pretty. Okay, now don't let me lose my train of thought of what, you know, what order I'm going in here. I don't want to get, you know, out of order. Okay, and then I think it's this. And then this. Oh, nope. Need to angle this just a little bit differently. And then we have this. Oh, I think I got it. Do I have adhesive there? I think I do. Okay, so I have all these strips on there. And then I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to grab some scissors. And I'm going to trim off all the excess. Oh, hello, Susan. Susan's here tonight. Good to see you, Susan. And I'm going to snip off all these edges. Whoops, that one is not going to stay on. I'm going to have to do something with that. All right, I got to pay attention to what I'm doing here. There we go. And, oh, I think I'm going to, before I do that, I am going to change my mind on this. I'm going to add a little bit of liquid glue up here, so that the whole thing has glue on it. And I'm going to do the same thing down here. There. You know what I could probably do? I could probably wait and get... Ugh, now I've got glue everywhere. It's all over my hands. Hold on. I'm just going to be rubbing my hands over my trash can to get all this glue off. Okay, so I'm going to put this back on. There. Oops, scoot it over. Maybe it needs to go like this. There. Okay, press that into place. Then I think I'm going to wait on that other stuff, and I'm going to snip off some of these really long pieces. Like I said, this is just a wild hair I had in my brain. And I didn't want to put it all together because I didn't want to cut a bunch of strips again since I had all these strips. So I wanted to do it live. And here's a strip right here. So we'll just press that into place. Oh, I think I had glue on my hands, but I think it's going to be fine. Hello, Sue. We have Sue joining us. Even though I have a mess, when I run it through the folder, it should be fine. It should hide all of my imperfections. This just shows you guys that I am not a perfect stamper. So I guess actually I'm not even really a professional. I just realized my 18-year Stampin' Up! Anniversary is coming up in April. And I can't hardly believe that I've been a demonstrator that long. Okay, so this is what we have. There's some glue on it, but I think it's going to be fine. Or I could probably take my sleeve and rub some of that off. Or maybe I'm making it worse. Anywho, it's going to be fine. So I'm going to take my folder and I'm going to stick this inside my folder. And I'm going to kind of pick and choose, you know, where there's a lot of design. I want to make sure there's a lot of design on this. And I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I don't normally do that, but I wanted you guys to actually see it because it's going to be super cool. Okay, so here is my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I'm going to back everything out of here because I don't need my 2 cutting plates. Because looking at my directions, my thing says if I am using embossing folders, do not use this pad. Fine, we won't. So then it says insert embossing folders hinge first. This is a 3D folder, so it's telling me to use number 1 and number 4. So this is number 1. There's my folder with my paper, and then this plate is, whoops, I'll turn it so you can see it, number 4. So this is all I need. Yes, thank you guys so much. It's kind of hard for me to believe that I've actually been doing this for 18 years. It's like, wow, that's a long time to have a job. And, you know, what's been awesome about it is it's the kind of job that you can do when you can do it. You know what I mean? I'm not stuck to a schedule. I mean, yeah, I have things I have to get done, obviously, every day. But, you know, whether I do them at 8 o'clock in the morning or 11 o'clock at night doesn't make any difference. Are you guys ready for this? Look. Oh my gosh, how cool is that? Ugh. Yeah, that turned out exactly as I thought. Okay, so now I'm going to add this to my another piece of white. So the one that I started with was 3 1/4 by, what did I say it was? 4 1/2, I think. And so then this piece here is like 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. It's just a little bit border, a little bit of a border. Oh yeah, this is, whoa. So this is the perfect thing to do because, I mean, foil, I hate to throw away my scraps of foil, you know, but when you have these little scraps, sometimes it's so hard to, what am I going to do with that? You know what I mean? And so, yeah, this is a great thing to do. So I'm just going to throw this on here. I'm not going to do a whole lot to it because this is the wow factor right there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do a little tiny bit of background stamping on that because there's this little kind of sand image here. And so let me find it. Here we go. Let me get a block. There we go. And a scratch paper. And I need some ink. Okay. So here's my ink. So I just thought maybe I would add just a little bit, and maybe I'll just do it up in the corners. We'll sort of see. I'll kind of add some into the corners and then we'll see if that's enough. It might be, it might not be. Who knows? And then I do have I have some ribbon? I might have some white ribbon that we can use. We'll see. Okay, so how does that? I think that's probably all right. What do you guys think? I think that's all right. Okay, so then I have, where's my paper, or my thing with my paper? Oh, here it is. Oh, and I guess I should show you that this stamp set and die set. So in the set of dies, there's this large die. Okay, so when you cut it out of paper, it is just plain. Do I have one that's just plain? No. Oh, wait, maybe this is. Yeah, this is a partial. So this is like a piece of white, but you can see it's the top half of this. And so it's just plain. But then if you take this piece and you fit it into the embossing folder, so it just fits right in there. You can line it up super nicely, and then you run it through the embossing folder. Then the whole thing also becomes embossed. Okay, so you can also like snip these apart and just use the shells by themselves if you don't want to use. I've got some here. Like here's this big conch shell here. Here's this other little shell right there. So you could just use the shells also. What else you can do is you can take that, where's that white one that I just had in my hand? Oh, here it is in the folder. You can also, so you could also die cut this piece and then you could stamp it because we have stamps in the set that coordinate, and then you could cut them out or you could run them through. I mean, there's just so many options that you can do with this. And I actually have some swaps that I wanted to share because I can show you what I'm talking about. Like this one here. You can see that the person die cut it out of balmy blue and embossed it. And then they added like some of our shimmer paint on top of it. And then like some coloring with a sponge. And then you can see the background has, I'm not sure what that is. It looks like some undersea thing. And then this one, you can see the gal just stamped, well, she just die cut this whole thing and then stamped the images on here and then just trimmed them out and put them onto her card. Here's one that's upside down where they just die cut it and stamped it, did not run it through the folder. Okay. Oh, I see Roseanne's on here. Hello, Roseanne. And then here's a card using just some of the paper and little stickers. And then this one here, again, this one is embossed, this shell. So the shell was cut, stamped, and embossed on this one. And then here's just the background stamp. So, I mean, it's really, really cool. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it. Plus, now you can do this, which is so beautiful. Okay, so I didn't want to take, a whole lot of time raving about this, but it's amazing. Or you can just use the embossing folder on a piece of cardstock and just have a nice background. So you can do a lot with just the folder, but then when you add in the bundle, it becomes super amazing. Oh, and I should mention, I am starting a collaboration with 11 other demonstrators. My friend Kelly, that you guys all know, and then there's 10 other demonstrators from Australia and the UK. And we're collaborating together. We have each designed an amazing card using this bundle, and it's going to be in a tutorial. And if you order $75 from me, you'll get the tutorial free, or you can purchase it for $17. I just haven't got all my blog posts and buttons and everything ready, but that is something that's coming down the pike, so beware of that. Okay, anywho, what I did want to do was I have a little label here, and this comes out of the Tasteful labels. There are a whole bunch of fun labels in here. In fact, I have them all cut out. So there's all the labels cut out. There's a ton of them in here. And they all have nice detail. Like some of them have stitching. This one has kind of like a zigzag stitch. This one has, oh, you can't see it very well on that, but it's got like this little embossed border, which is really cool. And this one has an embossed border also. So yeah, these are really fun. Plus the negative image also ends up with the detail. So you could like have a large piece of cardstock, you could die cut this, and you could stamp your little sentiment inside the window there. So anyways, these are pretty cool. And I had kind of forgotten that we had them until I was doing my big shot class, and then I got them out again. So I thought that label would be nice on this amazing card here. So here, what did I do? Oh, I think I stuck it back in the box or in the container. Anyway, I have another one. Okay, so what I thought I would do is just stamp a simple sentiment out of the stamp set, and it says, what does it say? Friends are like seashells, you collect them along the way, which is really very pretty. So this is Rococo Rose. And let's see if I can get this on here straight. I hope so. If it's not straight, it's pretty dang close. And so I thought we could just add that, or you know, we could, well, no, I think this folder kind of lends itself to portrait style cards. Okay. And I thought I had some ribbon, but now that I'm looking at it, well, you know what, I wonder, hold on. Let me just take a quick second here to maybe change my mind. And if I stuck it on that, I could use some ribbon. All right, I'm going to use this. We cut this in half really quickly here. I don't normally do this, you guys. Normally I have everything that I'm wanting to do. Everything's prepped and ready to go. But like I said, I hadn't finished this card because I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. Okay, so I think I'm going to use some dimensionals. And I have some edge pieces left here. This is a mini dimensional sheet that that's used. The mini dimensionals are gone, but then you get these fun border pieces that you can add to your cards. So we're going to pop it up on these dimensionals. And now I find I don't have any issues peeling these off with my non-fingernail, but I know Kelly likes to use a take your pick tool, but that's just more work. I like to stamp fast. I've got stuff to do. Oh, hold on. We have to stamp our background again. No, where's my ink? Right here. Okay. So we will just, it's a neutral. It's not going to matter. So we're going to add some gray granite sand here. And then we will get this card done finally. This will be like the longest card. I'm not usually a person that I like to stamp stuff fast because, you know, we're all busy. Normally, I don't feel like I have time to putz around. You know, when I'm going to make a card, let's just make it. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think I am liking this gray granite a bit better. So I thought maybe I already have a knot that's tied that I've had sitting here on my desk for a while, but I don't know where I would put it. Maybe right there. Let's just trim it off a little bit to make it a little smaller and see what we think. If I just kind of added it right there, maybe that would just give us a little something. But like I said, you don't need much of anything because this is just amazing. Okay, maybe we'll just do that. And then I happen to have a strip of dimensional here that we can just use to pop this up, and then our card shall be done. All right, the hardest part, making sure this is centered, or not centered, but even. There. Okay, I don't know, I just find that to be so fabulous. So there you go, card number 1. And you know, we used to sell all kinds of different colors of foil. So if you had other colors of foil, that would be really cool. Oh, somebody's saying something. I missed the beginning. We'll have to watch. Yes. See, I made the background. Ooh, yes, Karen, please. When I'm done, go back and watch it. It's not very long. It won't take too much. Dolly was daydreaming, forgot to come on. That's really funny. Okay. So let me leave this here while I clean up my mess so you guys can oogle over it, because I know you want to. Put my ink pads away. Get rid of everything else that I have out here. I showed you my swaps that I've received. Okay, I think we are almost... sorry, I got a lot going on over here off camera. A lot of mess. And you guys know I hate messes. Yeah, I can't stand a big mess. Okay. All right, next. I guess we can leave those scissors out because we always need scissors, right? Might need a scratch paper. Okay. I'm going to put that off to the side. Oh, here's some stamps. So I don't want to stick my fingers in because then, of course, you know what happens. Then you make a mess. Okay, so this is the Sweet Ice Cream stamp set. That is my kit to go for the month of February. And the kit to go includes your pre-cut cardstock pack for 8 cards, to each of the cards that I showed you earlier, plus that little box. Where is it? Plus the box. So you get all the supplies to make 8 cards plus the box. If you want to add on the shaker card kit, you can for $17. But this stuff, all these goodies here is $45. Plus the online class that I will email to you. And then these things I will put in a priority envelope and get them to you super fast. Okay, so we are going to make a cute little card using this bundle and the paper that goes along with it. And let's see, here are my supplies, most of them. I've got this pattern of the Designer Series paper. Oh, here are the patterns of the Designer Series papers. You get a half a pack in the kit. So you get 2 of each pattern, 6x6s. And then here's the coordinating ink, or not ink. Well, yeah, ink and cardstock colors there. And then we have this cute purple posy ribbon that we're going to use, a tiny bit of this. I think I have a scrap somewhere because you can see that I've just about used my entire roll. This is all I have left. But we're going to have enough. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to do was I kind of thought, you know, yeah, I could stamp my ice cream. I could stamp it in Blackberry Bliss on Purple Posy. Mary Kay, yes, I did make that template, and I do sell these when new catalogs come out, but I only make like 20 of them because they are so labor intensive. I don't make the whole chart for you. I give you the printed chart. I give you the card or the little Designer Series paper pieces and the circles. You got to put your own thing together. But they're very labor intensive to even put together. So I only make about 20 of them. So when I put my link to order them out, they're usually gone fairly quickly. But I will be doing it again, probably for the new catalog when it comes out in May. So keep your eyes peeled for that. So I could stamp, like I did here, stamp in Blackberry Bliss on Purple Posy and punch it out. But I thought, what would an ice cream, what would that look like? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a bit wasteful because I don't care. And I want that piece, that section. So I'm going to cut that out and I am going to, whoops, I need to cut a little more. Because look how cool that looks. Not that it looks better or worse, but it just looks different. And then I also thought maybe I could stamp some sprinkles on it also. So, oh, I just got ink on my finger. Rub that off. There. So I just thought that would be just something different that you could do. So there's that. Then we are going to stamp our ice cream cone. I need my crumb cake ink here also. So there's our scoop. And for the cone, we're going to use the crumb cake. So I'm going to stamp that right here. And then I'm going to also stamp, there's like some cone detail, a little stamp that's got the cone detail on it. And I'm going to stamp that too. There. Yay me. Ooh, I should remind you guys, if you wouldn't mind to share the video, I would love to have more people watch me. Eek, I would love it. Okay, so let me crop out this cone. There we go. Done with that. So we're not going to use that. We're going to use this just because I thought that looked really cool. I mean, I think I talked about this last week. My husband really likes huckleberry. And when we go up to Swan Lake every year for our family vacation, we always end up getting huckleberry milkshakes at this special place that he likes to go because he likes huckleberries. And this is what the colors in this suite remind me of, him and his huckleberry ice cream. So there you go. Okay, so I've got a card base of Purple Posy. And it's 8.5 by 5.5. And we'll just fold that in half and burnish it with said bone folder. And then I have a 4 by 5.25 inch piece that I ran through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine with the Scripty 3D folder. That's going to go like so. And then I have, I don't know, where's my ruler? Oh, I found it. Okay, I can't remember what this measures. It is 2 3/4 by 4. And then this is probably, yeah, like 2 7/8 by 4 1/8. Yep. So these are going to, of course, layer together. Oh, this was my scrap. I don't need that anymore. And then I have a little piece of the Designer Series paper. Ooh, Patty Schuler says hello from Wyoming. Well, hello from Wyoming back to you, Patty. I'm in Sheridan. This is a 1 1/4 by 2 3/4. How fun. I don't normally get people watching me from, I mean, except, you know, people in my own town because, you know, I have a lot of customers here. But Patty, where are you from in Wyoming? So I'm going to add this to the bottom. Oh, no. Hold on. I can't do that yet. I need to add some tear and tape adhesive because I need to add my ribbon and I can't do that. Unless I put tear and tape adhesive. Well, I guess you could put other adhesive, but I just like tear and tape when I'm doing ribbon because it just works good for me. Okay. So we're going to press that down. And let's see, Rose. Oh, she's in Rollins. Okay. My daughter is in school down in Laramie, so I guess, you know, how's the haps in Rollins? I don't get down there that way too much. Oh, for heaven's sakes, get off there. Okay, then I'll just press that back. So what I have is this little scrap of Purple Posy ribbon, and I cut it down the middle because I don't need the whole piece, but I want these little scallops because I love these little scallops at the top of your Designer Series paper. I just think they are so cute. I'm not, like, I wouldn't use this ribbon to, like, tie a bow on something. Oh, heavens, I had adhesive all over that. But I love using it in this way. There we go. It's growing on me. Oh, Suzanne says she's going to have to get the bundle. Well, Suzanne, you can get it. Right? Well, you can't get it right now. It's actually unorderable at the moment, but it should be back in stock. I think it's next week. So yeah. So all of you gals that have ordered this class from me and need the bundle added to your kit, I will order those next week. And then everything will come in quickly and I will get it out to you. Okay, now we're done. You can add this on here. So look how cute that is. It's just so cute. I think I have a tiny excess here, tiny bit of excess. I cut that a little bit long. There we go. All right, so then I'm going to add my cone and my fancy scoop that came out of my Designer Series paper that reminds me of huckleberries. And then I'm going to use the You're So Cool sentiment here. And I'm just going to stamp this about like so. Okay, so then this and this I can add with, oh my, look what I did. Boy, I tell you, the struggle is real. I need to, yeah, there we go. The struggle is real. I can't seem to keep my fingers out of my ink. What is the problem? I'm going to close that so I don't have any more issues. Okay, I lost my dimensionals. I think I put them away because I was cleaning. Okay, so we got these little edge pieces here. We're going to take a couple. I'm going to put one on the cone, put one on the back of the scoop, peel the backings off. All right, so we'll add our cone, and I purposely want it to be hanging over the seam of everything just a little bit. And then my scoop, we will add like that. So this is just a basic card. There's nothing fancy about it, nothing hard. It's a basic layout. So you could use it for literally anything you have. Any stamps you have, you could make this layout and it would look amazing. Because it's just kind of one of those basic catch-all layouts. Okay, but here's a little thing I do like to do sometimes. I like to take little snippets of ribbon and fold them in half. Now this one I got to angle a little bit better. There we go. So I fold it in half, and then I add it to the back, and then I just have a little bit of it poking out. I just find that to be a really cute way to add a little more fun to it. And I'm going to angle that just a bit more. There we go. Okay, so then this I'm going to put on with more dimensionals. Where are they? So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I probably didn't need 5. I could have gotten along with 4, but I cut them, so we're going to use them. All right. Get off there, get off there, get off there. Oh. All right, so then this will just be centered. Again, super simple layout, nothing to it. And then I'm going to add some adhesive to my card. I find that sometimes if I have embossed a layer of cardstock, my seal will sometimes tear my paper because it's that sticky, I guess. So if I add it to my other layer, then it won't do that. Okay, so that is the front. And then on the inside, I just thought, easy peasy lemon squeezy, I just grab another strip of the Designer Series paper. This is the multicolored stripes, which I think are really cute. And then I'm just going to add those right at the bottom. So this is well, it's it should be a 1x4. Clearly, I did not make it a 4-inch since it doesn't go with my card base here. But it's supposed to be a 1x4. Okay. And then we will just give that a little bit of adhesive as well. A trick for those of you that maybe have never watched me before. When I put an inside layer into my card, I don't care if the inside where the fold is, if that's got even distance. I don't care about that because no one's going to be able to tell. What I care about, and I flip my card around because I'm right-handed and it's easier for me. I only care about the bottom, the side, and the top. If those 3 sides have nice equal borders, if you look really closely, because I told you, you can tell that I have a lot more margin over here than I do over here. But these 3 are the same. And since this is all the same color, no one's going to notice that. So that way you can make sure that your inside layer is nice and even with the inside of the card. So I also wanted to add the happy birthday sentiment. Where is it? Oh, I didn't take it out yet. Hold please. Ooh. That's probably super loud. Grab a block. Because I wanted to say happy birthday on the inside. So ink that up. And, well, better add a tiny bit more just for good measure, because what if I didn't get enough? Ooh, that might be crooked. We will see. Oh, no, I think that looks fine. So there that. And then the last thing I want to do is decorate my envelope, because this is actually for my nephew. Not that he likes purple or anything, but he also goes up on vacation with us and gets huckleberry ice cream. So I'm hoping that it will remind him of our vacation. So what I want to do is I am going to take my ice cream top and I'm going to add some of these images to my envelope flap. And I find that if you start in the middle and then you work your way out, and this isn't just on an envelope, this is anything you're doing background stamping on. If you start in the center and work your way out, you will end up with the perfect, let me just scoot that over. You'll have great luck. If you try to start on the edge and then work your way towards the middle, things are just not going to work out right. Guaranteed. So this way you'll have good luck. I know that one didn't work out too good, but he's 10. He's not going to care. And then I thought we could add the sprinkles, because why not? It's ice cream, right? And who wouldn't want sprinkles? And we'll have this one, and we'll slide that over that way, and sprinkles on that. Okay, now the whole thing is done. So there it is. Yay! So I hope you guys like that. I had a lot of fun making it. I've had a lot of fun designing my class that uses all these good fun products. So yeah, so if you already have the bundle of stuff, just get my little kit and then you can make all my fun cards. Okay, I am going to clean some of these stamps off because they have Blackberry Bliss ink on them. And obviously, that's a problem for me. Okay. Oh, this. So thanks, you guys. I appreciate that. All right, let me throw everything back in the bucket. Clean up my mess. We'll put this aside and we'll bring it back at the end of the show. And I'm going to dump my trash and bring in my last bucket. Ooh, so this one, we're going to use the Paper Blooms paper. This is becoming my most favorite celebration item in the world, you guys. I just, oh my gosh, love this paper. So here is something that I did with it today. I used this paper, excuse me. I use this paper. I think Teresa's watching, so here's in their sneak peek, Teresa. This is another card that my Be a Boss at Home girls are going to get to do. So this is the pattern of the paper that I used. So when you're cutting paper, like I said earlier, you end up with scraps. It's just the nature of the beast. And so what I did today was I had all these scrap pieces. Okay. And I remembered that the dies that go along with the In Bloom bundle, the Pierced Blooms dies, they cut out the flowers and the leaves on this particular pattern of the paper. Okay, well, I had these scraps. Well, they're not super great scraps. I mean, I could probably have done something with them, but literally this one was shaped like this. What am I going to do with that? This one I probably could have used for something, but these are kind of small. And all of a sudden it dawned on me, I'm like, hey, I can take these dies, some of them, and I can cut out these flowers. Like this one here, I could cut out this little chunk, and you're probably thinking to yourself, why would you cut out, you can see, they're like half pieces, partial pieces. Why would I do that? Well, I'm going to show you. Look what I did with them. Just like this one here, this is kind of like that green. Where did I get that? Right here. Or no. Where is that one from? Did I throw the scrap in the garbage for that particular piece? I wonder if I did. Well, you can see this blue one here is right. Oh, it's this one. It was on the edge. So I just stuck it on the edge of my card. So that's what I did with it. This one here has an edge. I just tucked that under so you can't even see the edge. This big red one here, same thing. It has an edge. I put it at the edge. This one here was a corner. Where is it? Right here. It was on a corner, so I just stuck it on the corner. So I had all these half pieces, partial pieces, and this is what I did with it. How cool is that? So yeah, so this particular pattern, if you guys have the dies for this, and you get this paper for celebration, that's something you can do with your scraps. Or you can just die cut them right out of the whole sheet. It doesn't make any difference. And like this leaf, you can see, where is it at? So the leaf had this partial petal was in the leaf. So I just tucked it under and hid the spot that was cut off. So anyways, I thought you guys might find that interesting. I found it interesting. And then I made this most beautiful card using that. So let me put all my dies back. There's 25 of these guys. So I normally try to count them because I have lost one. Of course, I found it again, but just to try to make sure I don't lose them. But I think we'll be good. So anyways, there's a little trick using this paper and these dies. So my card for today also uses this paper. So I cut a chunk out of the corner here, and it was 4 by, I think it was 5 3/8. Okay. And then I cut that in half. So I had two pieces that were both 2 by 5 3/8. Well, where do they go? Looks like they go like this. Okay, so that's where I cut it out. And I cut them because I want to use them together but separate. Does that even make sense? It will. Okay, so then we have our cards here. We have scrap. We have those. Okay. So this is kind of a fun fold. I'm going to move this paper out of the way. Okay, so what I have done here is this is just a standard card. I cut it 8.5 by 5.5. I cut it in half. Then I rolled this under and I tucked it into the seam and I flattened it. So what I'm going to have is a card that's going to stand up like this when someone gets it. Okay. So I want to decorate the front. So that's where these two pieces are going to go right on there. So they're like together but separate. All right. So I'm going to add these to the front of the card with some seal. Get that rolling here again. And we will just, I might need a little more there. Right up there at the top. When I first got my seal, when we first came out with it, I really struggled with it. But now I think I got it. Okay. So, and there's going to be just a very skinny, very slight borders on these panels. So let me get this on here. Very, very teeny borders. Okay. Whoops, that needs to come just a bit closer and down just a tad. Okay, so that's what we have so far. So that's the front. So then we need to make this fun little mechanism on here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a score line down this scrap of Night of Navy. Okay, so there's a score line on there. And then I'm going to take my 1.5 inch circle punch and I'm going to line it up so that the score line is right in the middle. And I'm going to punch out 2 of these. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to fold them in half. And if I eyeballed that pretty good, they should be pretty much right. Yeah, that one's not quite as good, but it's not going to matter. Okay. So then I'm going to add these to the front here. So there's this, I don't want to tell you, but just watch. It's going to be fun, I promise. Okay. Oh, wait, this is not, that's a glue that's empty. Maybe they're all empty. What the heck? Oh, you know what? This might be clogged. Here's a little tip for you guys. I have some pins and needles stuck in this piece of foam. And when my glue gets clogged, I just shove my needle up in there. And then usually it gets unclogged for a little while. Except, of course, that didn't work because I'm on live TV. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to add these about in the center, right at the edge of the fold line. Okay. I think that's good. Get this one on there. And so there we go. All right, so our card still folds, and then we have these little doohickeys right there. Okay, so then the front, I have this little scallop rectangle that's out of the, oh my, what did I do with it? Here we go. The Stitched So Sweetly. It's number 5. There's like 6 of these scallop rectangles in here. And so I have numbered them. The smallest one is 1 up to 6. And so this one's number 5. Because you guys like to know that. And then I cut this piece of paper. I just measured the inside of this rectangle and I cut this. And it's kind of a weird dimension. I think it's like 2 1/16. Yep, 2 1/16 by 3 3/16. So it's a little bit of a weird dimension, but that's going to be in the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to decorate that with some of these die cut flowers. I took the colors that were on the paper and I just die cut a bunch of things that were in that color combination. So I decided that this was going to be for the inside. So we'll move that to the side. And then these little guys are going to go on the front here of this piece of paper, and then I'm going to put my sentiment down here. So I think I'm going to put my sentiment on first, and then I will know my boundaries of, you know, where I can put all the flowers. So I've got a sentiment out of the Approaching Perfection stamp set. This is a celebration one that you can earn with the $50 order through the end of the month. Celebration only goes through the end of the month. So this is a nice, bold, happy birthday. And I thought Night of Navy would be perfect. So we'll just kind of get this right down here. And hopefully that's pretty good. Can't complain. All right. Did I get ink on myself? No. And then my little flowers are just going to kind of go like this. So I also have some leaves that I die cut. And so I thought I would just start building some stuff. Just building some stuff randomly. Okay, I'm going to use mini dimensionals because I feel like the big ones are too big and it's hard to tuck leaves underneath. Where do I want to do it like this? Maybe I'll do that one there. And this one here. Again, this is another card that I kind of knew what I was going to do, but hadn't exactly figured everything out, so I haven't figured it out yet. So I've got these little leaves, and then these little guys, don't be afraid to just cut them apart and shove them, you know, shove those little leaves under things because they're really cute. And we could put that like that. Yep, I think that'll work. So let me go ahead and add some glue to the back of that little guy. And we will tuck that under. Add some glue to this one. Tuck that under. So I find that just, you know, just die cut a bunch of these things and just play with them. Because they stack. I mean, there's a whole bunch of flowers that you can stack together. And yeah, you can just have a lot of fun with them, I found. Okay, this one I also want to pop up. Do that on a dimensional. Or maybe have it just slightly over the top of that. Now we can make another leaf. Here's a different leaf, so I can cut that one off. Maybe I can do that. Sure, why not? Actually, you probably don't need that little bit. There we go with that one. And then, do we need one under there? I don't know yet. And then I have these fun little middles, a bunch of these little things. I thought that one might be kind of fun to stick on. This one maybe could go in the center of that. This little thing here maybe could go in the middle of that. I don't know. There's just, the possibilities are endless with colors and, oh, these little, I love these things so much. I honestly think this is going to be my kit to go in March. And I'm super excited about it because we're going to include the paper. So you're going to like get extra stuff in your kit just because I got the paper for free. I've been kind of stockpiling it this year or this month. So the paper will, you know, I won't have to charge anything for the paper because I got it for free. So that I'll only be able to, I'll put other things in there. Oh, I think I need something right there. I feel like I'm missing a leaf or something. What do I want to do? Maybe just one. Is that too many leaves coming out of that one? Actually, I think I like this. Oh, here's one. That should work. Okay, tuck that in. Maybe I do need one coming off of that. Let's tear that one off. Put a little glue on there. And okay, so then this is going to go onto this, and we'll just use regular glue. I was thinking if I wanted to like use dimensionals, but I think we've got some dimension with our flowers, and then the way this whole thing is going to work should be fun. Okay, so let me get this centered on my thing there. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it to these little guys. So I've got the card flat. I want this centered from side to side and top to bottom on top of these little guys. Okay, we'll press those into place. Ooh. And then the inside, I used the Stitched with Whimsy dies. These are those fun little detailed dies. They don't actually cut it out. They just add detail to your card. And so I thought, why not have this be on the inside, because this is fun. So we're going to do my little trick again. I only care about the 3 sides, the top, the bottom, and the outer edge. And there we go. And then this little bunch of fun, we're going to stack these together. So I've got the Rococo Rose, a Petal Pink, and then a little Night of Navy center here. Whoops, I got glue on that. Okay, get that in the middle. And then I'm going to use some dimensionals. I want some big ones though. Where are my big ones? Hello, big ones. Right here. So we'll do that and that. Okay. And then I'm going to add this just to the inside here, kind of right in the center. And then check this out. So then you have this nice little doohickey here so it doesn't look bad. And then when the person gets it in the mail and they open it up, it's hard for you guys to tell but it stands up. Isn't that cool? And this is kind of the view that the person would have. How would you like to have that sitting on your desk? I mean, seriously, who wouldn't like that? And you have plenty of room to write your message in there. Yeah, I thought that was adorable. I actually got the idea. I got a swap from my friend Wendy, and this was hers. She used the ice cream, and she did hers like that with ovals. So isn't that fun? Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm just in love with this. It's a little bit fun fold, you know, but it's not hard. That's what I love about it. It's like the easiest card you could do, you know, for having a fun fold. So let me bring the rest of my goods in. Got to make some room here. I got a bunch of junk here. Move that out of the way. Oh, I guess I could leave that too. There's my little card that I made from the paper. Move all these things. So while I'm doing all this moving of everything, if you guys would share the video, that would be awesome. If you would give it a thumbs up, if you're watching on YouTube, that would be awesome. And yeah, I thank you guys so much for watching. We got over 100 viewers. Thanks to you guys for sharing the video. So I appreciate that very much. So here's the cards that we made. And then here is my #1 card. In case you guys were not here in the beginning, definitely go back and watch because you're going to want to see how I make this. It's so pretty. Okay. So there they all are. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to sign up for Stamp Happy Academy or our spring retreat. The links are all in the description of the video for my card classes, my sweet ice cream, and the chicks. And I'm going to be doing this next month. And yay, I'm super excited. Thank you guys again. I appreciate all of you so much. And we will be back here next Thursday for more fun. So bye-bye, guys.